But those 7 new categories of stimulus checks. 7 new categories of stimulus checks became a law by act of Congress last weekend and immediately were featured in a primetime special report last Sunday. And since then, they'll be in the membership newsletter Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There are now 10 categories of stimulus checks. Let's go over these 7 new categories of stimulus checks that became act of law by Congress last weekend. They are given a lettering system on the channel starting with the letter E and ending with the letter K. Again, they're in the membership newsletter. To see these 7 new categories of checks, look down the membership newsletter, class A, B, and C, and in the middle of the newsletter it says, well, almost the top of the newsletter, it says E to K. Let's go over them starting right now. Check E is a wonderful $7,500 check. Check F is a $4,000 wonderful check. Check G is a 30% tax credit. Check H is $2,000 check. Check I is $8,000. Check J is $8,000. And check K is a whopping $14,000 check. These are the 7 new categories of checks, and they're on top of the 3 categories of checks that have been on the channel since the month of March. Check A, B, and C. And viewers have been getting them since the month of March. They're huge. And what are they? Let's go over the first 3 categories of checks, A, B, and C, starting right now. They're huge, and you want to get them. These incredible checks, A, B, and C, became a law by act of executive action by the President of the United States in the month of March. You qualify. Single individuals, $75,000 less, go get it. Married couple, $150,000 less, go get it. And if you're on benefits, go get it as well. They're incredible. About $100,000. They're federal stimulus. All these 10 categories of checks are federal stimulus. They're not state stimulus. And in the big second half, we're going to go over all these incredible checks. How do you get them? Step 1, go on to this video, become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Casino VIP. Step 2, stay in the second half. As we go over check A, B, and C, the first 3 categories of checks, slowly, one at a time, with you. One of the great benefits of becoming a member is the membership newsletter, and one of the other items in the membership newsletter, in it, is the LALATE worksheets. Where are those worksheets? In the 3rd or 4th line of the membership newsletter are those worksheets. It's a PDF, about 8 to 9 pages in length. You can print it out or download on your phone or computer and take notes. And tonight we know a lot of new details of what to put into that PDF. And we have a new success story from one viewer who got 14 months of checks. Page 1 of the PDFs. Inflation. What do we know tonight? We know tonight that the headline inflation, CPI, pulled down about a 0.5 percentage point in the month of July compared to the month of June. But when we look at the component parts, they're actually up month to month. They're up from June to July. And those component parts are likely still up this month as well. Ultimately, if gasoline pulls down, the headline number will go up as well. And ultimately, if all those component parts stay where they are, your benefits are going up a lot. Number 2, when we look at recession, what do we see tonight? We see a housing recession, very pronounced, very much the headline story in the housing market. But we also see an earnings recession that is not being equally felt. Some retailers feeling the earnings recession dramatically, like a Target, and then a Walmart not. On the high end, Estee Lauder, yes. Another company, Tapestry, that owns Coach and Kate Spade, not. So very mixed bag. Labor, wow, that was a shocker. The labor claims, the unemployment claims released last Thursday, fell to 250,000 when we're looking to go to 265. It fell from 260 to 255 to 250. But don't celebrate, because that is still the second highest number of 2022. And then the last item on the first page of the worksheets is the Federal Reserve. In the big second half, I'll go over what a soft landing is. It's very important for you to know, and why I'm projecting and predicting the Federal Reserve will have a 75 basis point for interest rate spike in September and every month to December. Well, I have it right. We'll go over that in the big second half of tonight's evening to LA. Let's go to the next page of the worksheet, and boys, this is getting exciting. This is where you keep track of all the stimulus checks you have applied for. And tonight we go over those checks in more detail. 10 categories of checks is not 10 checks. Check A is one check. Check B is upwards of 80 to 100 checks. Check C is 80 to 100 checks, potentially. And check E to F is now 7 new checks. Count that up. That's not 20 checks. Look at this table. It was made for 20 checks to apply for. That's why you're likely to print out this page, this individual page, multiple times, because you want to keep track of all the checks you apply for. One viewer last Saturday got approved for 14 months of rent. Another viewer day before got approved also for 14 months of rent. Another viewer the day before that got approved for 12 months of utilities. Speller got check A and check C. Another viewer out of Florida got 80 to 100 checks that week as well. She had used this page of the worksheet, but she had forgotten she had used it. She applied for mortgage and she got approved. The state of Florida said, ma'am, you've been approved for check B. Wow, great news. Her mortgage, even better. 1 month? No, 18 months. Wow. But she forgot she had also applied for all her utilities. 4 utilities plus her mortgage, that's 5 checks a month, approximately. 18 times 5, wow. That's 80 to 100 checks. That is not a unique situation. It's happening all the time on this channel. That's why you want to become a member. What's happening for purposes of check C and what's happening for purposes of the duration of checks? 2 years ago on this channel, we started featuring these checks, and I was asking viewers to really pounce and try to get 2 to 3 months of rent, 2 to 3 months of utilities. Then viewers started getting 12 months of utilities. I was shocked. Now, it's a regular occurrence for viewers to get 14 to 18 months of rent or mortgage. So use that as your sort of benchmark, use that as sort of your inspiration, and shoot high. The next page of the worksheet is your raise of your benefits. The Seniors League with that 10.1%. What would you do with that? You would put it at the table and calculate that out as a possibility. But let's run other possibilities. Maybe it's 11%. Maybe it's 12%. Maybe it's 9%. You can use this page of the worksheet to run the possibilities of different outcomes of this raise of your benefits. Remember, your benefits are definitely going up and definitely at the largest of a generation. The next page, gasoline prices. Really fascinating. So gasoline prices earlier this week were 93 international Brent crude, lowest as we've seen in February. But by the end of the week, they tracked up to 98. That was really quick. Could it be 100 next week? Well, here are what the oil trade is saying. The refineries are at full capacity. They're pumping out at full capacity. OPEC Plus is at full capacity. And the demand is softened for a lot of different reasons. What are they also saying? The fall months are when refineries go offline because of hurricanes and tornadoes. Also, demand decreases. Also, recession would stunt demand. So ultimately, don't think the gasoline is going to stay low indefinitely. And then finally, the last page of the worksheet is the student loan debt forgiveness. 2 nights ago on Twitter, LA tweeted the breaking news. Insiders are now reporting the president will not make a determination about the headline final issue of student loan debt forgiveness before his self-imposed August 31st deadline. Why? Not particularly clear why, but he's going to roll it over. The president has said he has an August 31st deadline to make a determination about student loan debt forgiveness, the final chapter. But insiders believe that he's going to roll this over to right before the midterm elections. The determination has been made, insiders report, and I've been reporting, $10,000 for individuals making $150,000 less to be forgiven. He just hasn't made that announcement. He has forgiven other debts. He's forgiven debts for individuals who became disabled after graduation, people who went to work in the non-profit public sector after graduation, and individuals who were defrauded by the universities across the board. Those debts have been forgiven. The final chapter would be debts for everyone on top of that. If you qualify for some of those initial debts I just ran over, and want to know how to get them, go to the Department of Education and pull out their press releases from Miguel Cardona and go through them. In the big second half, guess what we're going to be going through? We're going to be going through those brand new checks and also the first 3 checks that viewers have been getting on this channel for a long time. Huge sums of money, about $100,000. Check A, check B, and check C. We're going to go over how to get them in the big second half, about $100,000. It's federal stimulus and you qualify. Go into this video, become a member, Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. Also in the second half, we're going to go over a major subject that's brewing for a while, but will heat up even more in the fall. That subject is a soft landing. What is a soft landing? How does it impact you? What is the analysis? What's the data? And what is the Federal Reserve likely to do? We'll have all that details in the big second half. Plus, we're going to preview what to see for the new week and what to see tomorrow on a big weekend. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, we are just getting started. I'm excited you're here, and we got a lot coming up in the second half, of course, with those big checks. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, become a member and get ready. See you back in 60 seconds as the breaking news and all the big money continues on a big broadcast of a big night for August 20th, 2022. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, it's evenings. And I'll see you back in 60 seconds as we go over all these incredible sums of money you deserve, you need to get, starting with Check A, then to Check B and Check C. The latest details continue as Evenings LA goes into a big second half tonight from the shores of Santa Monica, California. Everything you need to know, everything you need to get, it's coming up in just a second. And we'll cover all the excitement and the confusion of a soft landing.
If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE.
And the excitement continues in a second half for August 20, 2022 from the shores of Santa Monica, California. As we serve into the big second half, we go over those brand new 3 checks and the 7 checks on top of that. Big sums of money. We'll go over the latest details from the housing market and why it impacts your money. And also, we'll go over the confusion of a soft landing. So much to know and so little time. It's a big night, and the stimulus starts right now in the big second half of a beautiful Evenings LA for August 20th, 2022. Hope you have a beautiful night. It's cooled down substantially here in Southern California. The heat is gone. No more heat in Southern California for the rest of the year. Thank goodness. Tonight, we go over those first 3 checks and learn why the categories of checks have so many possible checks in them. Check A, Check B, and Check C. Back in the month of March, a viewer said, LA, find me some checks, and I did. By executive action of Joseph Biden, they were passed just minutes before viewers were asking for them. 3 focuses at the time, 3 focuses chief tonight as well. 1, big amounts of checks, about $100,000. You want to get them. I wanted big checks because there's going to be a 2-year recession. I projected a recession back in February of this year, the only broadcaster, and I care about you. You need big sums of money to survive a 2-year recession. Number 2, broad eligibility. Single individual, $75,000 less, go get it. Married couple, $150,000 less, go get it. If you rent, if you own, if you're on benefits, if you're not on benefits, go get it. Ease of getting them. I wanted them in a concise, simple way. A newsletter, a simple way to go down. A, apply. B, apply. C, go apply. So simple, concise, delivered to you, to your membership newsletter, to your inbox. And with that, let's go over all those incredible checks starting right now. The first check is a Check A, a $6,500 to $12,000 check that members have been getting on this channel since the month of March. It's astronomically incredible. Again, this is federal stimulus. It's in every U.S. state. It's not paid by the states. It's paid by the federal government. $6,500 to $12,000. Single individual, $75,000 less. Go get it. Married couple, $150,000 less. Go get it. If you're rent, if you're on benefits, if you're not on benefits, go get it as well. That incredible check is just so good. It's so great. And viewers have been getting it. How do you get it? Step one, go under the video, become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. Go down the membership newsletter. Go down on the video where it says join the channel. Join the channel, then go into the membership newsletter where it says Check A. Go to Check A. Click the link, send the link, and get into the link, and then go into the nationwide website, choose your state, and pounce when you see Weatherizing Grant. You're not done there yet. You go get Check B, a $15,000 to $80,000 forced stimulus check in every U.S. state. This is the check the viewer out of Florida got. She got 80 to 100 checks. Yes, in many cases, it's more than $80,000. How do you get this incredible check? You know the routine. Go under the video, subscribe. Then go under the video, become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. You're watching LALATE, the #3 most watched financial news channel in America. Welcome to the new members. Welcome to the new subscribers. You want to watch this channel and you want to get as much money as you can. Go down the membership newsletter till you find Check B. Click the link. It sends you right into the nationwide website. Then choose your state and go get it. So simple. There you go. That is $80,000 for Check B. $12,000 for Check A. That's $100,000. We're not done there yet. You're going to go get Check C for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. How do you get it? Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to LALATE. Then join the channel as a member. Then go into the membership newsletter. You see Check C. It tells you who to call, what to say, and how to say it. Check C is a category of checks. Again, and if you have 4 utilities and rent, that's 5 checks. How many places in the membership newsletter? 12 places. How many months? Well, viewers are getting 14 months. You see there alone, it's a lot of checks. It ain't one check. And we've been getting Check C, or you've been getting Check C on this channel for a long time, over 2 years. Check C has paid out with other stimulus to viewers of this channel over $15 million. And viewers are getting more months of Check C, as I said earlier in this recording, than initially. Viewers originally were getting 3 to 4 months. Now they're getting 14 to 18 months. And let's look at some of the success stories starting right now. From Nisi all the way up to Elizabeth, go get Check C. For utilities, from Angela to Mark and Nancy, go get Check C. Mark's brother-in-law got $15,000. For SNAP, go get Check C. Mark's brother-in-law is getting $250,000 over 10 years. For combinations, from Nisi to Nancy, go get a combination. Nisi went from $23,000 to $50,000. Mark went from $32,000 to $166,000. He went from this graphic to then this graphic, and then got Check B, $166. Lorraine went from $105 to $155. What is the commonality between Lorraine, Nisi, and Margaret? And Johnny as well? First, they're in all the live chats. You don't want to miss a video. Number 2, they pounce. What is a Purple Hawk? It's an expression created by me that describes someone who pounces as soon as money becomes law. Those 7 new categories of stimulus were announced by Congress last weekend. And as soon as they were announced, I immediately featured them in a primetime special report within just 2 hours. You know how crowded that video was? It was filled with hawks ready to pounce. Stimulus is not available indefinitely, and that's why you want to get it. You want to pounce and become a member, Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. You want to open that membership newsletter. You want to get as many months. And when you get money, you want to go back and get more money. That's what these viewers have been doing, and that's what you should do as well. Tonight, we learn a lot more about another subject matter that's heating up. And that other subject matter is a soft landing. A soft landing is among the many subject matters you want to watch on this channel. So make sure you go into this video, subscribe. You're watching the #3 most watched financial news channel in America, LALATE, expanding #2. With this one channel, adding 2 new, LA2 and LA3. The live show on this channel, adding 2 live shows on the other 2 channels. Plus, the website that started it all, LA.com, with breaking news stories about your money printed online around the clock. And everything else that you want to know on this channel. #2, you want to hit that bell at the front of this channel. Make sure you have a notification set to on, because you want to miss a notification like a major announcement when Congress passed those 7 new categories of stimulus last weekend. And finally, join this channel. Go right in this video and join this channel. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, and Counseling VIP.